I'm only saying that because this is going to be on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube watching us for the first time, hello. I shall try and read all comments and then respond so you know what I'm actually talking about, because the recording doesn't record the comments. Ooh. Hello and welcome, first guests. So much fun. Sitting here waiting for the first people to like pull in. Hello, McKay. Sup? Is it Gulliver? Oh, brilliant. Gulliver Travels. Hello. Sup, Toxic Garo? It's pronounced Garo. Whatever. Garo, Garo. Potato, tomato. Oh wow, I've got a whole person in here. Hi, whole person. Is that Gulliver? Is that Gulliver who's still here? Gulliver. Yes, it is. Sup, Gulliver? Shot, bro. It just started. I promise my regulars will arrive, and then there'll be people here just now. I promise. Hello, hello. Is that Kaleido Digital? Ooh, cool name. Zorro. Hello. No one cared who I was until I put on the Zorro mask. Welcome everyone else who's here. It's Tuesday, right? It is Tuesday. I lost Wednesday last week, so it's nice to repeat what day it is, so we can all get on the same page. Stuff in my brain, yeah, pretty much. It says it all. Dancing horse. Ooh. Kind of like, I can't really picture a horse dancing. I can picture it prancing, which is a dance. A prance is a dance of sorts. Hey, sup? What do I call you? Jake's Kick. Long live Kick. Rad. What do you think? Do you think the meme magic is going to make Trump president again? I'm so concerned about this. It seems like they want to fight. Like the Democrats and Republicans are on the same side, and they just want everyone to be upset. So like if the Democrats win, then the Republicans are going to go, oh no, mail fraud. And then if the Republicans win, then it's going to be, oh no, Trump wouldn't let the mails arrive. So they've got it set up so that they're upset. It's going to be interesting. I only bring it up because of the cake in your name. And Trump was made president because of meme magic and stuff. Haley, sup? I'm really good, thank you. So Haley, do you think your parents named you after Haley's Comet? And then it's like, no, I don't know where they got my name from. I don't know where my name hails from. Get it? I hail from this place, you know. So I don't know where Haley hails from, you know. Sorry. Oh, it is. Rad, that's so cool. I saw Haley's Comet in 1986. I remember I got woken up because I was like, probably 7. And then it was basically, you could see it at 3 in the morning, 2:30, 3:30 consecutive nights. And then there were 3 the one night. Parents woke me up, and then I got to check out Haley's Comet. It's quite weird. And then I also had an ex-girlfriend who went to Herschel. And Herschel is the astronomer who saw Haley's Comet. Yeah. Life's a giant game of Inky Dinky Spider. Everything's connected to everything else. I woke up the one night like going, hey, but that girl was at that school, and that school was at that thing, and that school was not Herschel, but other versions of it. I was like, which means, wait, so Jim Carrey was in Canada and he moved down to America, and I was from Zim, and I moved, hey, it's all connected. Nice, Haley. Yeah, oh, it's so funny. I said nice before I saw your comment. Nice. Rad. And how are you today? Yo, Headlock, sup? Headlock, formerly known as Antisocial. Welcome, welcome. Shot. Heron mother. I'm going to pretend you're that bird, not that substance. So then I don't get in trouble. Thank you so much. It's South African. It's a South African. Oh, brilliant, Haley. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. So you probably get hail jokes all the time. Yes, they hit me out of the blue. Oh. I think Biden is winning but that's the thing. So I don't know. That's what they said about Hillary, didn't they? They said Hillary was winning at this point. So every year or everything, the CNN and the news tries to tell us what's happening, because that's why they tell us the weather. We create the news. Basically, humans travel into parallel realities all the time, and we do it with our beliefs. And so the mass media literally tells us which universe we're going to occupy. And that's fact. That's science, fact. And so what I'm saying is, I'm not saying I want Trump or I want Biden or I don't or I don't. I don't care. It's more just the game they're playing with us, where they say, is it my right hand or my left hand? It's like, no, the very manifestation of both hands is an illusion. I don't choose. Although they got you caught up in a system within a system within a system, which contradicts the system, and all systems have agendas and counter agendas. So they have you basically divided between your unity as soon as you pick puppet on the right or puppet on the left. But with that said, I think Trump's... I don't know. I want to see Jim impersonate Biden for the next 4 years. Shot. Heron mother. Thank you. You don't mind if I call you Heron mother, like the bird. I've got a heron on a postcard over here. How can you see it? Just pull it off the wall because you can't sit to the side. See, it's a heron. I don't know if you read like Wheel of Time. There's the heron blades. They're the swords that you get if you're really good. You can only get it by killing someone else with a heron blade. It's all about patience. I don't know. You gotta wash your own reflection with patience, and then when the time is right, strike. I wonder if that made sense to a bunch of people. I bet it did. Everyone's so intuitive and clever these days. I spent 20 years trying to like self-realize, and I turn around and I'm like, hey guys, life is the reflection of our subconscious. And everyone's like, yeah. Did you watch SpongeBob? I'm like, I don't know that's what it was about. Yes, it was. Patrick was the reference of the... Okay. Yeah, Haley. So basically photos, I worked at a photo development place, and then when people went on holiday, like at the top here you can see all the sunsets all over the world. Are the ones falling down? Oh. Anyway, and then I got it when I was working there. I ended up getting a camera and then became a photographer. Yeah, Blue Wolf, sup, man? Yeah, definitely. I'm just getting started. People are like, you're still doing the faces on TikTok? I'm like, yeah, this is only my first year. I've just established a fan base. Now I need to like... Thanks, Haley. Yeah, I am smart, Haley, but it was self-educated after school. At school, I was dumb. I was the dumb kid. Not dumb, I just didn't do my homework. And you know the problem children. Always talking in class and... Sup, Andrew? Bonjour! That's Italian. I'm just kidding. I just pretended it was Italian because Haley said I was clever and I wanted to pretend to be dumb. I'm clever enough to pretend to be dumb. What is universal holographic overtoning? Do you mean the aliens are the subatomic gardeners of the universe and they evolve quicker because they're on a sub... Think about it. Solar systems, or let's say galaxies, they pop into existence over billions of years down the black hole being spewed. Quarks do the same thing. So quarks, and then you've got solar systems, atoms. Atoms are faster than... Which means if there's subatomic life, it's going to evolve quicker than us. Which means the aliens are actually subatomic life, hence bacteria, bacteria is probably an entire multiverse. Okay, Haley, I'll slow down. I'm sorry about that. I do talk fast. That's the thing, Headlock, exactly. People believe in their beliefs. They don't know that they didn't choose their beliefs. They're like, no, I believe it. It's true. And then you go, yeah, but because you believe it. No, it was true before I believed it. Are you sure? And that's the whole thing. Your beliefs are true because they're your beliefs, not because they were true before. I'm sure the Bible says that. God says, whatever you hold true on earth, I'll hold true in heaven. Alright, thank you. Shot. What's it? Fruity. I love it. I'm a pure soul. I don't know what you're doing. We just keep doing it. Haha, brilliant, Haley. No, Haley, I was just using it as a subconscious reference that SpongeBob is technically a metaphor about how you can absorb the world, but generally stay positive, even if it means having to stay dumb and don't become crabby, basically. Basically, that's the sums up. And then there's just hundreds of variations of that truth. Faces? I got a new face this morning. I was going to call it like bottle top opener. I was busy shaving this morning and I came up with it. And it's basically... it's not really that funny or anything. It's just, I don't know why I called him bottle top opener. Awesome, Haley. Yeah, I know, it's always talking in class. But that's because what it actually is, without criticizing the schooling system, you're actually sensitive to vibration. And later in life, you're going to realize that you're actually able to read people's intent. And so if there were emotional or mental fluctuations in the room, I would look at it. It would basically get my attention. And then I would translate it because I'm a psychic. or psychic, energetic reader, whatever you want to call it. And then I'd want to translate it, and I'd translate it as a singularity, not as what the person was thinking. The combination of my response and them, which would be a joke. I didn't know that's how jokes were formulated. A joke is the fusion of two truths that contradict each other. So that's jitsu. Jitsu. I'll see what you got. Anyway, and so that's why the ADHD people talk a lot. If you're on the spectrum, you're going to talk a lot. You're actually just translating the universal misunderstanding. Oh no. All you need is a good dose of self-belief, and then you'll be fine. Basically, you've got ADHD if you talk a lot, if you're the class clown, if you're on the spectrum. The key is just to embrace yourself. Yo, Headlock, thank you. Awesome, Cloud. No, I'm definitely gonna. No, from today, you're gonna see me live like 6 hours a day. I've been slacking off so much. Headlock, you legend. Toe Jam Boy, sup? I do remember you. It's been ages. Headlock, you legend. Thank you so much. Does he actually make it out of? That's weird. Are there any crabs in Haley? Are there any crabs in it? Because then it's. I love that shot. Now, I wonder if that shows up on the what's his name. What time is it now? Okay, I started because I'm recording this. Obviously, it goes onto YouTube, but I want to see if the gifs at least are. Dude, Headlock, thank you so much. Dotto. AKA Scorpion, hi. Hello. Haley, shot. Headlock. I'm doing really well, Scorpion. Thank you so much. How are you doing? Hey, no idea. Dang, Headlock. You mind if I call you Headlock? It feels, you don't want me calling you antisocial or somebody. Dang, shot so much. Haley, it's super chill, seriously. I promise you, like, when people gift, it's like so cool, like I really appreciate it, and it's really cool, and it's how I make my living, but there is merch, and I have other things, and I'm not like, oh, gift me, or you nobody, that kind of thing. I'm not. Maybe during lockdown, I appreciated the money even more, because I survived off it, but it's super chill now. I just like making friends and having people out there that I can interact with from weird countries, and that I can just be myself and talk my mind, and be semi-embraced for it. Sup, Aaron? How's that? Kira, hey. No ways. Headlock, thank you so much. I'm coming past all the pumpkins and all the fingers and hearts and yo, shop for the follow, Aaron. Brilliant, AK Scorpion. What is your YouTube channel? Because I'm also doing that. So give me a follow. I'll follow you back. I'm gonna basically have. YouTube Shorts is something that I'm hoping I can make it on, because it just means I can upload all my TikTok videos. McQuell, sup, bro? How you doing today? Thanks, Haley. And so some of them are postcards. Like I got them from Pickwick's. It's a place I used to do stand-up comedy at in town. Myself and my wife used to host it. Tegan, sup, dude? What's it, Tigan? I think it's pronounced Tegan. Anyway, and then some of the photos people took, and like Taj Mahal, quite nice, like the steps of the Taj Mahal. Like, it's pretty rad. Some of the photos are really like through the trees at the Taj Mahal, like really cool. Like an otter on a beach, and then some of the photos that I then took, and some of them I've carried since like 20 years ago. Draco, sup? Hello. Why the sad face, Draco? Are the humans lying about you again? Because the humans love to lie about the reptilian race. They love to go, oh, they're bad and they're out to get us, and lies. Humans are full of lies. Well, they're just full of fun, really. Because when you are perfection, it's nice to play with untruth. It creates a nice fractal ripple into the lower dimensions. Cloudman, I promise you I won't forget you. Seriously. It's currently 10 o'clock now. And so 2 hours ago, I'm going to start tomorrow. Maybe even 3 hours ago. But I'm going to go the whole day. Because now I get to go live, and then I get to download the live afterwards. Because it auto saves it. And it goes onto my YouTube. And also I need to pick up my gangs. Awesome. Definitely will do that. Scorpion. I follow back everybody who follows me. Awesome, Haley. You have some. That's so cool. So you've got like a gaming one, and then also your own like. So yeah. So if my link's in my bio, anyway, like it's a standard. I think I say it there. I follow back anyone. Please follow my YouTube channel. Actually, I don't think I think I changed it. But I'm gonna say it. And I do. Whenever I see someone's followed me, I'll just follow them back. Awesome, Scorpion. Now I'm gonna follow from whoever follows. I'm way too famous and busy to run around following people. So I follow them directly after they followed me. Oh, and I mentioned that I'm lazy. Because that's like someone sending me the follow. By following me, then they're sending it. I can just go, oh, they think you can follow back. Sup, Brodo? Oh no, Draco. Hey, Zachary. Thank you so much for the rainbow fruit, dude. How you been? This is so sad. Now, Draco just mentioned the cat died. I'm a cat person. And then I got these gifts at the same time, and it's like, I'm being pulled. You're tearing me apart. I'm so sorry to hear that your cat passed away, dude. Like, I'm such a cat person. Or did he have leukemia by any chance? My 3 cats. Sup, Zachary! Sup. Hello, Caitlin! Aaron, it's because it's in the middle of the summer of the day. America's asleep. Blah, 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 blah. Excuses. It's the standard. Yeah, it fluctuates between 12 and 20 people. This is normal. And then in an hour, 1,000 people are here. So only maybe 5 are staying and the rest are going, and then new people are arriving. C to the A to the Caitlin. C to the A to the I to the L to the T to the child to the that's right, Fergie. All everyone gather around. Haley. Shot. Haley mentioned my name. Where you from? I'm from Cape Town. Shot, Aaron. No, my record was, what's his name? I had 185 one point. And it can go up to like 60. It's not an issue. The regulars and my friends are here. That's the best part. And then I'm still getting gifted like in the top 99% of live streamers. Zachary. Shot, dude, so much, bro. I'm sorry. And I was obviously behind when you said hi first. Zachary. I feel bad. Draco, so leukemia, and you didn't even know you didn't even know what leukemia was, right? Cat leukemia. So just for you out there, cat leukemia is basically, it's a blood disease. It's not a cancer. It's just called that. Although cancer cells do get formed, and then they basically, long story short, the body stops producing white blood cells, and the cat basically suffocates. So horrible. And I mean, I wasn't a cat person. Cats were just animals to me. And then when I got my first cat, and we were fostering him because he was basically, no one knew who he belonged to, kind of thing. Then you find out he has leukemia, and then you find out the new kittens have it, and so basically, like, you're with your cats, but you know they're going to go. So the one lasted 1 year and 3 months, one lasted 1.5 years, and the other one lasted 2.5 years. Oh, Draco, so sorry. Oh, your little kitty. Sorry to hear that. And you didn't know what the concept was. If you don't know that you can get them like immunized against it, but if you don't know, you don't know. Aaron. Aaron, I think you said the time, and it didn't end up passing the time along. Oh, Haley. That's me giving my reasons. My reasons for why. Because I didn't know if Aaron was being cool. Okay, cool, enjoy it. But Aaron was being cool, but sometimes people will say it to be disparaging, like, oh, bro, you got no follow, like, you suck, that kind of thing. So I always answer, like, the truth, like, but also at the same time, give them what they want. Because generally they're trying to, like, put you down, so then you let them put you down. Like, oh, you got me good. It's all over now. It's all downhill. But that's a good thing, because I'm lazy, so. It's funny that phrase, it's all downhill, is to make it easier, but it also means it's all over, the good times are over. Shot, Zachary. Then I just got to the bot. We said no probs. Ah, shot, Haley. Yeah, exactly, Draco. And we spent. Not that it's like important, but the first time we found out, we spent 10,000 rand, basically just getting whatever injections, getting the tests. I think we even did like a white blood cell transfusion as well. It was worth it though. We got another 10 days with that cat. So and it was in like good, feeling like strong kind of thing. So that was nice. So we wouldn't have like dragged it on No, it was the biggest growth thing for me ever. But like as a person, it's weird. Haley, oh, that's so cool, Haley. And then the way we are now, because we rent on property, there's two cats that belong to the owners. And the one is just like, I spent the most of the morning like watering the garden and talking to him. He's like so sweet. Like he walks past you and then like he'll like, lean against you and then like watch the day. Oh, shame, Draco. Oh, that's so sad. Cats are so special. Like our pets are special. We're better because of them. Shot headlock for sharing. What's that? I've been lucky enough to have my. so, so funny, Zach. Yo, sup, FaZe? Sup, man? Yeah. It's like, I ordered Jim Carrey and I got this. Although you can't really do like a messed up version of Jim Carrey because then it is Jim Carrey. You know, it's like, oh, you're kind of overacting Jim. Hey, Mom, can we have a Jim Carrey? You know, we already got one at home. Okay, wait, let me get back to that. I'm exactly reading it. They're lucky enough to have my. That's so funny. But it fits both ways, funny enough. Draco. Sorry I didn't, Draco. I was more resonating with your situation. So, sorry I didn't, like... Yeah, I can't be, like, you know... I'd rather, like, be serious about it than make a joke about it. Like, in the past, I would have joked about the cats, you know. Like, or cats, or the passing of life, or whatever, or... But no... No. Sometimes we have to go through these experiences. They expand you emotionally. Brodo! Yeah, cats are great, eh? What's up, Haley? What's up? Yeah, Haley. Actually, I don't. No, we actually, and then the thing was, we couldn't go overseas as long as we have a cat because they don't like we could just put them up for foster or give them away. Like they're part of the family. Oh, okay, good, joking. Can never get rid of. Rihanza, absolutely. Yo, thick boy, sup, shop for the panda, sups, dirty mon. Who hand it? Victor. Beep, beep, beep. Sup, Angel Eyes. Hello, hello. Shot, Haley. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I wish I'd recorded it with all your comments because this goes onto YouTube after this, and I've watched the videos and they're quite cool because it's like you watch me carry on with myself. But it'd be nice to know what I'm talking at. Or it's just me sitting in front of a camera recording my imaginary friends talking to me on my live stream. Headlock, you legend. 4 kittens. Shot for the panda again, thick boy. Ultra Flower. Hi. Yeah, Ritish. Sup, man. I don't know. I actually don't know what's up because I don't know if where up is in space. Like, is it really up or is it just to the side? You know, like up is actually just to the side. If you think about it from the planet's point of view. I don't actually know. I can't answer that. Giant holographic fractals. Haley, how's it gonna be on YouTube? So if you I've got 3 of them already uploaded on YouTube, Haley, and they're basically it's this without the writing and out my name and out all you guys. So it's really weird. It's just the film basically, and then me talking. So then for the most part, like you can understand what's going on because I'm answering the questions and I'm saying them again. But then it also made me conscious that I must make it clear who I'm talking to, that kind of thing. Ultra Flower. Yeah, but the what's up? Yeah, I know, eh? How's that one guy on TikTok? He's really funny. He'll say things like water is the only thing. And he's like, and then like he basically says like profound things, like if a pig loses its voice, does it become disgruntled? Like that kind of thing. It's quite funny actually. I don't want to do some of them. I don't want to do his sounds though, but I like the whole way he's like, like It's funny. It's a funny little thing he does. I like it. Haley, definitely. Well, if you go to my bio, the link there takes you to all my social media. Sup? Hey, Ultraflower saying hi to a whole bunch of people. Is it Haley? Oh, whoa, that's weird. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Okay, so Ultraflower is also a Haley, but spelled slightly different. When it's sunny, make hay, Lee. And then there's another Haley who hails from, I don't know where she's from. Other Haley hails, who knows? So, oh yeah, the one's spelled like the comet and the other one isn't. The other one is spelled like Haley Osmond, Haley Joel Osmond. That famous kid from... I'm gonna make up a movie now. Ultraflower, right, I'm in South Africa, I'm in Cape Town. It's an amazing day outside. Rad. But you're the Haley that hails from a place. The other Haley is... Oh no, you're the Haley, no, you're the Haley after the hails comet that hails from a place. The other Haley is the one when the sun shines. Make hay. Lee. There we go, Headlock, you genius. Genius comment, dude, genius comment. Now you're thinking outside the box, the egg. Exactly, Headlock. It has endless possibilities, but we basically are on autopilot and we repeat the same behavior. Almost like we got, like, you know, like we're being brainwashed by ourselves. Like we've been gaslit by our own karma. I say these clever, funny things, but they're spot on. I'm just planting seeds. That is so cool. Today's Haley Day. Thick boy, I'm really good. I'm like super cool. The weather's like, sorry, the weather, like, I mean, say the weather's nice outside doesn't begin to describe it. It feels like the sun's shining from everywhere, like from all around. It's like this surreal, like crystal day. Go on, Haley, tell me something. Sup, bulldogs? Sup, bro? G'day. Ooh. It's weird, eh? Friend has an end in it. It's true though, the girlfriend has an end in it. And the family ends with Illy. It's interesting. Sup, Monique? Well, coffee here, I'm not even drinking. Sup, Monique? Oh, Billy. Sup, Billy? Oh, Billy. Sup, user 518985646. Handstand fam. Handstand fam, that's pretty cool. But why, bulldogs? What happened? Did you get hectic? Do you copy the haters and mirror them and then get in trouble? But they did it first. Oh really? Does Illy stand for love? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Is that Italian? You know what I mean? Because, like, isn't it Illy coffee? Wow, Haley, that's fantastic. The world's getting so smart. Like, all the stuff that I put effort into, like, everyone's got the internet now, and everyone knows clever things and learns different suffixes and interesting facts, and everything connects to everything else, so knowledge is power. Like, not power. Even power is an illusionary concept, which you'll know if you had knowledge. You are not scared of the dark. You are scared of what is it new. You nailed it. I think that. I was thinking about it yesterday. Like, you know, we got all these theories and we believe all what we believe, and everything that everyone believes is what everyone else believes and has written about. What if all of that is wrong? Like, everything is wrong. Nobody's right. Everyone's just playing with pieces that are wrong. And that basically we're symbiotes. We're actually two beings. And that the soul is just a fancy story to talk about that. But it'll never tell you what you are. But you're a symbiote. You're literally like a light, like, I don't know, higher resonance, awareness mixed with history or past patterns. And that technically, if one becomes aware of the other one, they try and override each other. So there's actual just abstract fear and also mutual respect in a weird way. I've been thinking recently, trying to think of different ways to see the place. Like just keep thinking different, and nothing that anyone else. If you've read it, or if you've seen it, or if you've that doesn't count. You must use everything else that exists to try and figure out what it could be. And then you find out that it actually is all of the above, and that just having different possibility pollinates concepts, which means pollinates your experiences, which means enhances your understanding of yourself. Okay, so is it Illy with one L or two L's? Fantastic! I didn't know that. Actually, it's actually worth studying, like, language origins now. It's 15 past 10 in the morning. Weird, full dogs. Okay. Well, no, family, you don't get along with your family or anything. But the illy part is interesting, the whole suffix thing. But no, family's cool, I guess. I have all the typical systems. I have cynical, comical outlooks on them, but that's just my thing. It's not that I actually hold that true all the time. No kids. No. So no kids, not having kids, married for 14 years. We don't want kids. But kids are great. As in, my wife had a friend over on Saturday and Sunday. She's got a kid. It's her second kid. And, the kid was cool. I mean, I even, helped it get its arm out of a bucket. It was stuck in a thing. And I was like... And, kids are cool. I just wouldn't want to have to look after it all the time, 24/7. Because they, climb up walls and find things to play with and... start punching snakes, and they do weird things, and you have to watch them. So mentally, you don't get a break, Tim, sup? Exactly like how the moon is local to Earth. Okay, so Illy means I love you. Wow, thank you. I didn't know that. So Jatem, Illy, same word. I love you, all the same thing. Yeah, sup, Jacob? Good morning. CVXI. Are you going to say one comment and run away again? You never stick around for the conversation. Absolutely. Yeah, no, Haley. So you're unnatural, Haley. Your kids are a punishment. I was a kid as well. It's horrible, right? I was terrible. Being a kid is like punishment, like a reset. You have to if you didn't become immortal in your last lifetime, then you have to go, pay your school fees and go through the whole 20-year system again, or 17 or 18, depends who the person is. But no, kids aren't. We were supposed to live in eternal paradise. And I don't mean an actual garden. Well, it might have looked like a garden, but it was eternal, continuous immortality. And we chose to do this whole death-birth cycle thing. Anyway, it's not permanent, Haley. It doesn't last forever. That's the benefit of it. Don't worry, you'll just walk it off. I'm a kid. That's fine. Just walk it off. You'll be better. You'll get better, I promise, in a while. Just wait a couple of years. And then when you get in your 20s and your 30s and you start realizing, oh my gosh, it's compound experiences, if you think our governments are childish and are stupid, they're literally a mirror of the collective kids that are being raised. The parents are basically zombies because they don't have their full mental capacity to think clearly because they have to look after the others, the younger ones. The sun, absolutely the sun too. Emotional gangster, thank you so much. That's so funny. I keep hearing that, Caitlin. G'day, mate. Let's go for a muckus run. What is a muckus run? What makes it a muckus run? And Uti means the outback, right? Weird. Okay. Interesting, Haley. My birthday this month. This is my birthday. This is my birthday month. We should celebrate our birthday. Our birthday is the whole month. Sup? I'm in Cape Town, South Africa. I learned something new today. Thanks, Caitlin. I didn't know that. Excuse me a second. I was going to cough off the screen. Sorry, I was going to cough quickly. Excuse me. Let's go. Okay, Muckus is McDonald's. Right. Yeah, mine has a Muckus. One of some Australians talking about McDonald's. So whenever I have McDonald's, it'll be Macca's from now on. So Macca's. Macca's. Yeah, mate. Down under. Kangaroo meat. Put a real hop in your step. Emu meat is poisonous. Good thing I'm immune. I should be a dad though, because like my jokes are perfect for a dad to be a dad. Good morning, my neighbors. Yeah, Australians do shorten everything. Even, no, I was making some stupid joke about the poisonous animals shortening lifespans, but that's stupid. Martin! Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much what it is. Copper! Okay, right, that's nice. When else do you go to Tiger Valley Mall? Tiger Valley Mall is pretty cool. Doorbell. Sup, Virtual Monster? Sup, Martin Pretorius? Ah, brilliant! Brilliant, because Tiger Valley, like in the 90s, yeah, no, not even the 80s, in the 90s, was the best mall by far. Even was better than the Waterfront for a while. Like the Waterfront only kicked in like mid-90s, I think. Basically, Tiger Valley was the best. I remember going there for my birthday in my first year of high school with a whole bunch of friends to watch a movie and then go play games. Shot! He was a Virtual Monster. Thank you so much. I love that. It's such a vibe, the glasses. And I see them and then I get to go, hello, and then they land and I go, hello. Yeah, definitely was the best. And then you had like, what's his name? And they had like, that mall had Putt Putt at the bottom, and then it had like a river thing around the Putt Putt. You could literally go sit in a river thing and go around the Putt Putt. Crazy. And then the gaming thing. Oh, the Milky Lane. Is that, no, dude, that's the weirdest thing that you said that. That was literally my, like now when I think of Tiger, the one thing I'd like to go and do is go to the Milky Lane. Because I'm sure there's only like none left. Like 2 left. The Virtual Monster, they're rad, eh? Get gift glasses. Or there's only like none left. Like 2 left. The Virtual Monster, they're rad, eh? Get gift glasses. They're rad, eh? Get gift glasses. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that was... Oh, man. Okay, I'm back now. It's my side, and I'm sorry. You guys, that was me. My side totally dropped there. My actual internet connection dropped, like, officially, and yeah. I'm sorry. Haley, you need to have 1,000 followers, and then when you upload, you just scroll to the side, and there's a go live thing. Yeah, I'm also list for Milky Lane. That's so good, Virtual Monster. Where can we go? I know, like, Maynard Mall had a Milky Lane still going, and then I'm thinking Brute Mall, no, they lost their Milky Lane. Gosh. Milky Lane was great. All you need is a soft serve machine and a lot of those sauces. We should start a new Milky Lane. Think about it. We should franchise it now. There we go. I knew exactly. N1 City, Tiger Valley, Blow, all the weird places. Sorry, no offense. Basically the malls that were big that aren't anymore. Well, they are, I guess, because they got Milky Lanes. It's not complaining. Shot monster. Yeah, as in, but mine doesn't normally do that. That was like, I was actually going to go inside and like, who's playing with the internet? No, but absolutely, Headlock. That's exactly the kind of thing I want you to think about. So if your brain was the alien, no, what you must get to a Headlock is your bacteria. Read about the bacteria in your tummy. It's the thing that produces your serotonin. Your bacteria, if anything, is riding your body like a giant. You think about it, the giants, you know about the giants in the Nephilims, blah, blah, blah. If you spoke about the humans from the point of view of the aliens, the subatomic beings that are more advanced, we'd be the giants that they built. Why? Well, so they could drive us. So they could make a bigger version of themselves that can then go explore space. Because if they're subatomic and they want to explore this realm, they want to make big versions of themselves. And then they want to take those big versions through their same evolutionary process. So basically our bacteria could be quantum evolving us. I've thought about these things a lot. And the truth is, it's all of the above. Everything affects everything. So any theory you come up with is actually correct. So now you take those concepts, you fuse them, you write science fiction. Because it's not science fiction. Science fiction is science fact misunderstood. Oh man, Haley. I wonder if that was both of us. I wonder if like a shark just bit into the one of the pipes or something, or South African server was just hit by lightning or something. Like, I wonder why we all experienced that. I wonder what the actual story is. Did some truck bash into some transistor box, or was there a sudden an EMP flash or something? I want to know everything, but you can't, because I bet you there isn't actually an answer. I bet you the reality is actually like a weird like snail seed, meaning it unfolds in real time when you perceive it, and that otherwise there is no other reality. That we're human centric, but that even humans, it's just the way our mind is translating our energy. Sup, Grayson? Okay, Virtual Monster, and thank you so much for the gifts, and thanks for being here. In my imagination, my virtual... See, your name even says it. Thank you so much. But your name even says it. Like, we could, this whole thing could just be one giant virtual... Well, that's probably why you named it that. Like a giant virtual monster. And it's one being. And has these human appendages that like to argue with each other. And everyone votes for them. They get all these different appendages voting for all these other two appendages. It's all part of the same hand. One world order. Haley, okay, cool. But also, I think everyone knows. Everyone is glitching at the moment. Fantastic, Mr. Fox fan. Hey, sup? Hello. Mr. Greg, lol. Sup? Fantastic Fox fan. Hello. Oh, no, why you gotta go and spam? No worries, Haley. Why you gotta be a spam? You seem like a cool person. It's weird. Oops. I'll mute you. Shut your stupid mouth and stop typing my name over and over again. You stupid. Darko, sup? Sup, Mary? Yudus clan. What does it stand for? What does Yudus stand for? We don't know. Nobody knows. I inherited it. He's like, I inherited the name. I don't really know what it means. Tropican. Snowdrop. Yeah, so America's voting now. So like today, tomorrow, we're gonna. Well, I suppose more like tomorrow. My tomorrow. And then they're just going to argue for the next 3 weeks about whether or not mail orders stuff, and different states are going to make different rules. And then I don't know why they don't just break America up into the different states and each state can be its own country. Ooh. They carry on like us, they're going to have to. I wonder if America would ever split. Like, it really gets bad and everyone moves to California. The Californians who don't think like they move to Texas, and everyone just goes to their own camps, and eventually it's just cracks and there's 3 pieces. One's called like the Federation of America, and one's called like... Oh no, sorry, Haley. Could still be whatever it was doing it. Yo, Danny! Sup? Hey, Danny. I said Danny before you said, hey, yes, Garth. I definitely said Danny first. Texas, yeah, No, I was meant Texas, sorry. Texas. Because I know Texas is like a haven. People in California who think in Trump's direction... Basically, I know people in different states are leaving different states to go to other places. And also there's tax. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Texas is like a tax haven. You don't pay tax or less. I don't know. Tackins. Tachyons, which are quarks that move backwards in time. Sean, stop saying my name. I already muted a person. Okay, I'll mute you too. I'll mute you too, and I'll mute you too. Where's that from? Like Team America. I thingy, and I'll thingy you too. Tacos. What is tacos? Like, I've had tzatziki, and I've had tacos. Had what the heck? Yo, sup, Lorato? Hey, hey, hey. Sup, sup, sup. Hey, hey. I'm also in South Africa. I'm gonna follow you because we gotta stick together. It's us versus them. Who? South Africans versus I don't know. And it's like, who's that? It's us versus them. Who? Africa versus next. Who's it? It's us. It's us versus them. Who? Southern Hemisphere versus Northern Hemisphere. It's us versus them. Who? The moonlings versus the humanings. Have you never had a taco? They're horrible, Haley. It's like take a biscuit and fold it in half, and then put some ingredients and then chew it without it falling apart. But tacos just crumble in your hands. And some people are like, oh, you know what, but you didn't do them right. I'm like, no, I did. Tacos? No, I haven't. Tacos? No. No, Danny. Yeah, I also use the word awesomeness. See, we're family. That's so cool. I use the word awesomeness. In fact, if I type A, it's one of my 3 words on my keyboard. I use it so much. So, Danny, from Zimbabwe, so like, we were 4 generations overdue. We were 4 generations past our welcome. So basically, it would have been on my mom's side. My grandfather was born. My grandfather's Jan Smuts' cousin. Hendrik Hercules Smuts is his name. So I'm Jan Smuts' 4th cousin. But the point of my story is, he was born in Saldanha, grew up in Karoo with Jan Smuts, went to Rhodesia, and so my family's from Rhodesia, and they all moved down to Cape Town from Rhodesia. So it's not like I moved from England to South Africa or, some other European place. Oh. That's my story. Yeah, I'm just basically making sure that I clean the place and make South Africa better than when I arrived. As long as it's better than when I arrived, then I can go back to wherever, Europe, Germany. Where am I from? Where are the Europeans from? I've been studying Germanic history. Wow. Basically, Europeans are German, but not actually. It was Rome. Rome was like the center of it, of the European energy, and then they basically used other, basically savages, barbarians, but they weren't really, but they were. You got your Gauls, and you got your England people, and you got your Germanic tribes, and then you got it's really interesting. And then basically Rome just would subdue them repeatedly and try and Romanize them. And eventually they got destroyed after like 1,000 years or whatever. And then Germany, because of all these guys fighting with Rome, they kept a bit of that Roman whatever. And then they carried on developing. And that's their common connection, if you know what I'm saying. The European energy. But the European energy is like taking a paintbrush and dragging it on a 50-meter wall. You can't really say what you are. So humans who identify with culture is weird. Or geography, because it's like, you go back like 9 generations and like 128 people made me. Where they're from, exactly. Go back, every human goes back 900 years and 7 billion people contributed to you, but there weren't 7 billion people. So exactly, we're all inbred at this point. Exactly, giant inbreeding giants. Because I was saying earlier on, if you look at from a bacteria's point of view, humans are giants. If you look at humans from a sun's point of view, we're aliens. If you look at us from the moon's point of view, we're gnomes. If you look at us from the earth's point of view, we're elves. All the different myths that we have is really just using a different assembly point to tell the story, but all the story in one moment. Exactly, Danny. Me too, because I was born here. Yeah, Haley, record this. I'm recording it. And then put little things on TikTok, and then I'll duet it. If you want to get it's kind of like a shout out thingy. So I'm putting this onto YouTube. Yeah, Cape Town is. No, Danny. No. It's Cape Town. It's South Africa. South Africa, Cape Town. It's the south of the south. So South Africa is the south of Africa, and Cape Town's the south of the South Africa. And I live in Fish Hoek, which is the south of the south of the south. I'm a giant. I'm living in a fractal. What is SCPS? Awesome, Haley! Yo! Hey, apparently Haley's recording this. So you want a little social interaction. Yo, that's South African. Rad. We're family. Shot so much, dude. Appreciate that. My dad is from SA, my mom is from Zim. I was born in Zim. Oh, no way. That's what I was about to say. So your dad is from SA and your mom is from Zim. And then my brain went straight away to like, it's sort of picturing Europeans. And I was like, oh, hectic. That's like my story in a way. But my granny was, as in my story is that my gran is supposed to be Portuguese, but she's Cape coloured. Like, that's a fact, okay? And so, I mean, her surname was De Wet. De Wet's not a Portuguese name. And I'm telling you now, they had to go to Zimbabwe to get married. I'm telling you. So I'm a Strandloper. That's the point of my story. Yeah. No, but seriously, I'm willing to like get people upset, and then they go, "Oh, you can't say things like that." I'm like, I can test my DNA. My family gets lank upset about that. I'm gonna ride it till the end. But I laugh at. No, I'm not even laughing. It's true. It is true. Portuguese. I even do stand-up comedy about that. But so you can imagine me talking about Portuguese grand, like, "Hey, are you Portuguese?" Or, you know, no, don't be like that. I should say ni. I shouldn't say no. Oops. Anyway, the Holy Roman Empire, yeah, the Holy Roman. How do they call themselves the Holy? Well, I suppose technically, you know, they were way more advanced. So, Loratus, we got the same story in a way. Just, yeah, it's the same story, not any difference. Weird, eh? So your dad was, and your mom was Zimbabwean. Did your mom meet your dad here or there? Doesn't matter. It's the same thing. And now you're here, though. So you're born in Zim, and then you came down. Yeah, Danny. Well, I meant Rome. I meant the Roman Empire, not the Holy. Yeah, the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah. They were hectic. Just the way that they would, you know. And then I was about the German, you know, the German general. He was like one of the great Roman empires, and he basically just stuck it out so that he could eventually use all his Roman knowledge against the Romans. But that's the thing, Loretta. So my thing is, we should get that, when I was saying, if you go back one generation, 2 people, then 4, 8, 16, when you go back 900 years, it's 7 billion people it takes to make you. There weren't 7 billion people. So you're going to go back to a time when the amount of people it took to make you and the amount of people that there are is the same. And then you've got a lot of inbreeding happening. If you go back 60,000 years, it was the same 10,000 humans that left Africa. We got to get past this. In fact, anyone who preaches or talks difference and separation, I don't know, no, we should just give them a silent treatment. Like, don't talk to them anymore. You know, you basically, boycott nonsense. Like, if it's not encouraging us to team up as a collective, emotionally, spiritually, physically, like, we must all be teaming up. We must be like, how can we enhance systems? That's all it's about, systems. Like, you got a restaurant that has systems in it. How can I enhance that system? What's education systems like? How can we enhance them? That's just going to come back to feed itself back into the systems eventually. I don't know. Like, they should get an app called, you know, well, I suppose then they got the other guys that are doing the whole, one world order as a countermeasure to that it being achieved. Like, it's a bad thing if we're all on the same page with each other. Definitely family. Sorry, Haley. What are you confused about? That's the thing. Oh, I suppose that's the point. You lose a lot of your individuality if you're family. You know, you don't get to be special. You don't get to put down your other. You know, oh, you're lesser, I'm a morer. I get more than you do. Now, so there is an unconscious desire not to be family. Yeah, but it is. See, karma is hardcore, because I was thinking about it the other day. Karma is cause and effect, but on so many levels. Like, you think about like what occurs to you. Like, if it doesn't occur to you to step away, you get hurt. You know what I'm trying to say? So if it doesn't occur to you to double down on your sales funnel, you're not going to make more money. So I'm trying to say is your very mental capacity is your karma. The things that occur to you, the things that make sense to you. Like, you got a person who runs around hating on somebody on TikTok, and they're negative and everyone doesn't like them, and that person was born with that karma. That makes sense to me. I want to go around and be mean to people, which means that person has got a cursed karma. Now we're going to go mean to. So in other words, you should see humans as exactly like you, with a different awareness karma, and you should try and enhance their awareness while taking a page from their awareness. This is how we should function all the time, every day, every second. And then you can take your karma and you can enhance your perceptions so that at least your options are available. So you don't magnetize your unconscious karma, which is you're going to call your destiny. Head lucky genius. That's the thing, Danny says not. That's the thing. You must take the story from as many viewpoints as you can. And then you see that the other stories come about by composite stories. So in other words, if there's a myth and, fairy tales or whatever, they're written to hold the secret of this truth. Basically, reality can't be explained, so it can reflect on itself in an allegory or in a story using metaphor. Basically, life is a combination of absolute magic and literal, and it's the right brain, left brain, and we've been raised out of the literal, the physical. It's here, but we are now realizing we're actually dreaming this place. We're going to become lucid dreamers in real life. You dream what the person says to you. Why am I saying this to you guys? Because this is the version of me that you karmically inherited, which means you're actually projecting me right now. Yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with myself. It took me a while. I still feel like I'm the last person to figure all this stuff out. Yo, Nicole! Sup. Sup. Yeah, okay, so you're Christian and you believe we're from Adam and Eve. Now, if you got told later that the Old Testament was like the footnotes, if you know what I'm saying, like it was like an abbreviated version of a much bigger history that might have even started off the planet, that kind of thing, then eventually you would go, okay, cool, I can fit that in. Like, you don't, how do I say this? Like, you're aware that the Bible was translated and and that if you speak in one language or another language, it illustrates differently. I mean, Afrikaans to English illustrates a concept differently. Greek to Hebrew illustrates it differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you can believe that, but at the same time, their kids couldn't have had kids with them. You know what I'm trying to say? And if you look at how far Noah, that whole, you know what I'm trying to say? The Bible is more of an allegory, truth-keeping record of the nature of reality, not figures and famous people. And yes, Jesus would have manifested because he would have been an eventuality. He would have been enough concentrated wisdom poured onto itself. And eventually a being would wake in the dream and know itself and say, listen, guys, I am you, you are me, we're two or more gather. And then basically teach itself what it most needs to know. So in other words, the final conclusion must be that if God is one, I have to forgive myself. Similar, Danny. Is it similar? Is it similar to? Oh, awesome, Pretoria. Nice. Which is pretty cool because the whole Pretoria, I don't know if you remember Zim much, but the whole like jacaranda trees and SCPS. SCPS is a person that kills people. Okay. Oh, crazy. Danny, right now I was talking about reality, consciousness, and religion, and the religious books, and if they're literal or, which they could be. I'm not saying they're not, I'm just saying. G'day, mate. Renical. Nice. Yeah, well, not really about scaps. I need to just find out what scaps means now. Abdul! Hey. Oh no, Abdul, you're spamming. Right, Danny, that's cool. And also, we're doing a lot of things really, but also, that as well. Like the whole parents from different places, Haley. But Haley, in the future, I'm going to be gaming as well, so we can jam Roblox or whatever. Yeah, why is he spamming? Exactly. That's why they must do more work. They must do more work with the genetics. You know what I mean? And DNA, so they can go, listen, guys, okay, we figured it out. Like 4,000 years ago, you guys all got dropped off of this boat. What? You guys dropped off the boat, and you know what? You actually are brothers and sisters, literally. And over time, error of thought and communion with God makes your genetics not compatible. But back in the day, brothers and sisters, perfectly normal. Why do you think the kings marry their sisters a lot. It's perfectly viable. I'll be like, okay. Like, everything I know is built on everything I know, and everything I know can change based on some new information being added to it. Like, it'd be terrible to be so clever and into to the point where you don't consider the alternative to your intelligence. Like, if you think something's, even intelligence itself, could just be illusion. It could be AI built on nonsense. Matthew! Sup, man? Oh, man. Abdul. Why you gotta do that? It doesn't matter, really. Doop, 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 doop. Bye. The 49ers are rad, Matthew. They're the best soccer team in the world. Their football is second to none. Yeah. Got rid of him. Got rid of him. Okay. So you came back before 1992. But then your that's the story. The theory that I have is your actual story, where they left South Africa because you don't want to be here. Like basically mixed relationships weren't allowed. Yeah, Danny, inbreeding has happened, but it's not healthy now. But maybe it used to be fine before humans lost their ability to commune with God. We were pure, eternal beings. And now we're all like, I need to get a pair of Nikes and my Mickey D's, and I think the puppet president on the left is smarter than the puppet president on the right. Now those two of those have a kid together. It's like, kid's going to turn out like, But then maybe back in the day, it was like, brothers and sisters were pure cosmic beings, and they understood the nature of reality, and maybe they didn't even reproduce normally. Maybe they just thought the child into being. We don't know so much. Think about how society has changed in like 50 years, 2,000 years ago. We don't know that everyone was in a mage class guru, could levitate things, and Jesus was like, guys mustn't play with that stuff, Well, you think they would have written about it? Hundreds of people with hundreds of agendas would have changed the record hundreds of times. 18 rad, man. Well, yeah, now. Well, now we have enough people for it to not be unhealthy. But what I'm trying to say is, how did we get enough people? How did enough unhealthy people make enough people to make healthy people? There must have been a time when we were less of us and it wasn't such a bad thing. Yeah, the Adam and Eve thing. Yeah. I mean, there's obviously, they say that there was a tribe, and then maybe even Eve was once you get into the whole alien thing, then it's going to be, they were actually a tribe of people, and that Eve was introduced to Adam. In other words, it was an alien advert. Because then you know the story about Lilith, who existed before, but she wouldn't submit to Adam, so she ended up leaving the garden. And a lot of people are like, you mustn't say this stuff. The Bible is only word of God. And it's like, just stop that, okay? 300 AD, Constantine got together and he put the Bible together and he left out lots of books. And if you want to believe that Constantine was the hand of God, fine. Like, let's be adults now. Come on. I know, even if you are kids, you're smarter than the adults. So let's all just be like compass mentor about all of this now. Dominic! Shot, bro! What's up, man? Awesome, Haley. Say it again. Senior sabotage! Exactly, there were only a few thousand, exactly. So 10,000 bread and, It's so funny, Haley. Do you ever get the feeling of deja vu? The feeling that you thought you've seen something before? You ever get the feeling of deja vu? The feeling? Keep repeating that for an hour. There, Danny, I love that. That's what I'm saying, Danny. Because that's what, if you read the Celestian Prophecy, basically, because everyone's perceptions are different, because everyone's on a journey to self-realization and self-discovery and their own beliefs, we should all give each other room. I agree. Because what happens is you end up giving yourself You end up giving yourself your own metaphorical room in the process. You only keep what you give. Do unto others, man. Shut, Danny. Just did that this morning. My new profile picture. That's a weird one, the race thing. Which was weird for me is that like 3 years ago, like the whole gender thing was brought to my awareness hardcore. Now before that I was like, whatever, man, we're all the same, whatever. Everyone has their lot to mess with, and and then the whole, as a collective, the way girls they're not treated equally. And there is a race thing as well. And you could call it preference, and then what I'm trying to say is that people who aren't aware that they've got preferences, like they walk into a restaurant and there's a female and a male manager, and you turn to the male manager and you say, listen, where's the toilet? It's like, he's going to know what he's talking about. The girl's probably going to want to giggle about it. And it's not that that's the fact. It's the fact that we got trained on what we got learned, or how we got to a point, and that there's unconscious biases in us, cultural biases, etc. But that the part that hit me recently is that those biases are clear to the beings that have the bias against them, and that the ones that are giving the bias have no clue. So in other words, every day you got people having their feelings hurt, and it wasn't intended by the others. And then so it doesn't help to go, yeah, but you should have, no, calm down. They didn't know they were doing it. People getting their feelings hurt also didn't communicate advice. So in other words, it's about the knowledge of the fact that this is happening, not about, oh, you must go be overly nice to them. No, just be equal to them. Become aware, and then just, what I'm trying to say. There's a lot of that happening in the world where we all get our egos offended, and then we double down on condemning the source of the offense, instead of going, okay, that's their journey, this is my journey, live and let live. Yo, James, the 49ers are the best football team in the world. Exactly, Haley. Live or let die. See, so we have to we want to get past that eventually. We want to get like, where are you on the 17 color spectrums? Oh, I'm olive with a dash of, we don't want to go labeling like that, because it came from a system. It's like saying you can only like define the world in the 3 primary colors. It's like, it's a bit limited. You want to you don't want, I don't know. It's like fish. You're not going to go, oh, halibut, oh, tuna. Yeah, it's better. No, they're fish. There's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of fish in the sea. So you almost can't wait for like 100, 200 years from now, when the world's more intermixed, and then you got all these like stunning combination people, because the combinations are the best. Yeah, Tim, definitely lost in translation. Combinations are the best, 2% this, 20% that, 5% this, 4% that. Mix it together and raise them on oats, and it's a pretty person. What? Raise them on oats? Because you think about it, what they eat. The culture is going to be made from what they eat in the ground, what type of minerals are there more, what foods are they chowing, how are they going through their cooking process, what are their festivals about. We're self-created. It's amazing, actually. It's not very conscious that we're doing it. Exactly. Rather, that is profound, that the message is the same. I got that recently, that all messages are the same. Everything is about the same topic. And eventually you're going to hear all messages as if it's from you. And it's there so that if you're at a different state in your development, you can align with it and get the next teaching. Basically, where 2 or more gathered, there is totality. Two or more concepts. Doesn't matter what those concepts are. Awesome, Haley. I'll take you later. Amen. There we go. Hey, Loretta, you just said it afterwards. As in, you said exactly what I was saying. That basically God is one. So once you get that, then all other messages must just be understood. And even if you need 2 teachings together to understand, the space between. So really, it's the space between. Wow. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Loretta. If you read the Aquarian Gospel, it's the story about, it's the Jesus story, but it includes the missing years. So the missing from 12 to 30, and it's written from the Akashic records. So the Akashic records are like a vibrationary record of everything that's ever happened in the universe. And in there, Jesus well, Yeshua ben Joseph, he goes to the three wise men fetch him at 12 and then take him for his training. And they take him to all the spiritual centers around the world. And it's like obvious that they are. I mean, Egypt was a very well-known Melchizedekian center. Tibet had teachings happening. India had its own sages. And they actually ask him, these 7 sages who live throughout the ages, they say to him, like, what is God? If you're the Logos, which you claim to be the, God, or God's manifestation on earth, what is God? And Jesus was, God's the one who became 3, who became 7. And then they sat in silence for 7 days. Headlock! Yeah, I think we do. I think it makes the illusion better. Sup, Dominic? Sup, sup, sup? Princess Peach, I live in Cape Town, South Africa. Danny, welcome back. Okay. What famous room? Nobody's seen it, so it's not famous, is it? It's making stuff up now, Danny. I want to see the famous room. Oh, so someone's spoken about it. No one ever has, therefore you just made up something out of nowhere. Yeah, Danny, very delayed. I'm reading that message now. Dominic, shop for the 65 TikToks. I'm 99 messages behind you, everyone. Yo, Christian, Gordon's Bay. Sup, dude? Nice. Sup, Poseidon Dan. Should we say Poseidon? Sup, dude? Oh, it's a Poison Dan. Right. I'm forgetting now. Hello, Emily. The face for demon. Sup, demons? Hope you're having a good day. Matthew 17. Sup? Oh, shame, Emily. Gotta get through that online schooling. They give you thing, become a police officer, and then give you a taser. You can taser people who look at you funny. That's it, Tim. Nicely said. Everyone wants to be right, and everyone is separated. Exactly, Tim. You got it now. So now, make everyone right, Tim. In other words, when someone says or does something, make them right by giving them your understanding as to why they're saying it. Why they're being that way, why they're that way. Give them an infinite compassion. Not compassion as a purely sympathetic understanding, resonance understanding. So you basically go, oh, they like that? Brr, this is their origin story. I got them. Well done. Stay the way you are. Without them, you don't get to be you. So if you go around giving every person the benefit of the journeyed out, in other words, they are where they need to be so that I can be where I'm at, the universe will give you that same energy back. And then all that difference will disappear. All that change, all that separation will go, and you'll all be one being, the body of Christ. Amen. Job done. Tag, I'm out. We won. Again. Who's we? Army of Light. I don't know. You talk. There we go, Tim. Exactly. And you and I just solved their separation. Sup, Pink? Pink Sprite, welcome back. Yo, Fear Phantom. It's just so rad. I love the writing. Ooh. Sorry, Poseidon Dan. Ooh, I love this Phantom. I love Fear Phantom's writing. This is Poison Dan. I'll never get it wrong again. Countless moments of belief, tugged humanity, and countless moments of directions. There we go. So now, Tim, you're right. The way to unstagnify that and create the living waters of the Holy Spirit is to do exactly what I explained. You basically, that's the master key. That's the skeleton key that'll open up reality for you, and you'll be God in charge of yourself, because everyone will be reflections of you. And any success they have, you'll be having. And any failures they have, you'll be having. See, Tim? We unlocked the universe. Haha, again. I've always had the keys. Sup, Damien? Headlock. Headlock, definitely. I believe that your thoughts, your state is way more powerful than your words. Louder. Your thoughts are louder than your words, actually. Dang, I'm really cool. I need to catch up with everyone. I'm really cool. Thanks for asking, but I need to catch up. Army of Light. You a WoW fan. What's a WoW fan? Scary. No, it was just a random term to say fan. I could say like the body of Christ, or I could say star seeds. I could say indigo warriors. I could say it's the same thing. Upgraded program, self-programmed. Hundreds of ways of saying the same thing. Sup, real Alpha King? Sup, man? Oh, and I just caught up with everybody. There we go. Hi, everyone. Sup, the real Alpha King. Are you the real Alpha King? If it doesn't say the real Alpha King, it's not the real thing. There we go, Headlock, we do. But now, Headlock, now get with me now. Focus on what I'm saying, Headlock. We all create reality, but there is no we. You understand what I'm saying? That which cannot be verbalized has just been verbalized. Exactly. All control reality. There we go, scary stories. That's brilliant. I know it was a long... There we go. That's brilliant. Yeah, exactly. Took a long time for this giant dinosaur to, to poop out the last tree. Basically, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Headlock. And Headlock, that's the kind of awareness you'll get in a deep meditation. And it's like, can you hold that awareness? Can you roam the day with it? There is no one else. Like, that you're literally self-creating the moment in real time. That even when you're talking to somebody, what they're doing is the inversion of what you chose to do. So you're actually projecting this reality. So you're inside out, actually, technically. And that all of creation is your inner anatomy, the body of Christ, God. Hence, Kingdom of Heaven is a perception away. Oh no, this was going to be a bad year. No, we just had to get rid of the nonsense energy, that's all. Yeah, Real Alpha King, definitely. You have an amazing day as well. I want to see how many people change it, how many people have the word real before their user handles, and then it'd be interesting. Sup, Mike Tyson? To Tim, I love you, Tim. Tim, you just went and said my ultimate sentiment. That I like every now and then because this is like the last of my understanding. Like what we just said now, we understand it now. I'll stop and go. Even though it's childish to talk to a God that isn't self-centered and universal, to go, that's pretty impressive. I marvel at the design. Even though I can see the design is built out of its own intelligence, building on itself, and that it's inevitable. I still think I think the way it all came together, brilliant. The way that metaphor will arrive at you synchronized, just like free-floating DNA. The fact that all of life is an allegory for all of life. And that it's just genius. It's a living library, like the Palladians said. It's really good. I'm very impressed, by the way. And I feel like I'm like God on a tour. And I'm just visiting one of the universes. And I'm like very impressed, guys. You did a great job. The man from Del Monte says yes. Which is technically what I am, actually. So, yeah. If reality gets really amazing, I'm sorry. This is going to happen from now on. Should we start by making Biden president? I don't know. How are we going to fix that situation? Because you don't fix it. The Democrats are going to be so upset no matter what happens, and the Republicans are also. And they're both setting up ways of whining no matter what the outcome is. I suppose just buy Bitcoin and sell your dollars, I guess. Eh? No, I don't want America to collapse because it's where I earn dollars. I'm being very, very shallow, I know. So why don't you want America to invade? Well, some people think it's a Judeo-Christian belief system. Some people believe that I just want to earn dollars, and I didn't even earn that many. Imagine how these warmongers are feeling right now. Big oil. I should have diversified years ago. It's a funny concept. Tuning like big army business, the companies that they should have diversified. I should have got into like, I don't know, frozen yogurt and Lego. Bought some Tesla stock or... There we go. Scary stories. I love you. Tim and Tim. There we go. Exactly. You can. Because we have got a bit greater perception now. Every day more advanced souls are being born and this whole thing's refining itself. And people have lost their appetite for nonsense. where we like, it touches our mouth, it's gross, what's going on? I want truth. So humans are consuming more and more truth, and they're not buying their own lies. So, you know, if the world lies at you and you don't lie, then you're going to see through the lies. If you tell the truth and you're cutting all the crap, guess what? You can see through the crap. It's called the gift of discernment. It's another one of the Holy Spirit's gifts. I love translating it all back into Christianity, because I went through obviously a huge Christian thing, and it is what it is, and then got a bit cynical because, you know, Christianity can be a bit judgmental, a bit flat, and it doesn't actually have the living understanding in it. I mean, I go to the priest after they say something profound, and I'm like, that's what you mean? He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, never mind. This water is stale. And then you can become like spiritually arrogant. But then coming full circle, it's like, no, the Jesus said everything that needed to be said. Because you just didn't understand. Or I didn't understand, therefore I wasn't getting a reality that was explaining it to me properly. And then once I did understand, then I can explain it to the reality. Hence I'll become the change that I want to see. Can't do the whole, but say, do you want to see me do the, wait till I get it out of the way. I couldn't really. Hey, Sean! Sean! Share. Yo, sup, boy, Minnesota. I'm really cool. You should make Minnesota soda. Call it Minnesota. Jordan, just change it to real Garth 217. Because Alpha King changed his to real Alpha King. So it's just a thing. I'm going to put my name real in front of my name and then see if anyone else puts real in front of their names. And then you can have a whole bunch of people going and stealing everyone's original names. But then again, how attached are you to your name? You know, how are you attached to your fame? How are you attached to anything? I mean, and if you got it because of your essence, not because of what, you know. Therefore, you should be able to recreate, you know, that kind of thing. So I don't mind about like having a different name and then maybe not getting found. Yeah, it is my job, Jet. Uh-huh. Aryan. Hi, Arian. Hi, Aaron. Stop for following me. Hey. Yo, okay, I'm gonna do more facial expressions now. Water is stale. Yo, no, the holy water is stale. This Christian's water is stale. You don't drink this. This isn't the living water. I know the whole thing is profound because it was me criticizing my own lack of thing in real time. As long as you get that you are creation in real time, translated from your viewpoint, then you got it. And I'm only saying what I want to most remember. Shut Jordan. I'll probably just say that now. Everyone's gonna go create Garth 217 accounts. Baby boy, you genius. This is truth. Contrast, man. Headlock, you genius. Hey, beans. Cause who's like you run around it with grinches like me when the sun comes down? I need a who like you. Oh, sorry. Let's go. So I'm supposed to be doing faces here. So cool. Arthur. So we can see how far behind this is. Andy, thank you so much for that. Oh, there we go. I thought I was way behind. Need to like come up with funny skits to do with the face. I don't just do faces. I need things like, you ever eat a whole watermelon? I have. Oh, hectic, baby. Yeah. As in, I don't normally do the whole sneezy allergies thing, but today I am. But I can imagine like people who actually have hay fever and suffer from it, and then like pollen just messes their world up. Oh, that's the thing as well. You can't cough or sneeze this year. No, COVID. Exactly, headlock. Exactly. So once you can see the contrasting, exactly, and then you can basically work criticism out of your system psychologically, or criticism is not doing you any favors. You're criticizing your own system at the end of the day. Instead of taking the page from, that exaggerated example of yourself, you chose to talk at it. So the humanity is going to end up with a lot more energy if it stops criticizing other and goes to work on itself. Shot, Andy. Thank you very much. Oh no, I'm only fooling. I'm just really excited because I got some wonderful characters for you, like the one I was doing just now and the one I was doing now. So when I go okay, you go okay, 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 okay. It's really funny if I do that in an audience, because then I go okay and they go okay and I go okay and they go okay and I'm like okay, and then they all laugh because I don't know if they should still do it. Anyway, Ethan! I probably could. I'm not going to do that, but that's such a good request. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. You come into my house? No, it's your town. It's the way you're speaking to the kid. It's all wrong. Speak to him like that again, I'm gonna stab you in the face with a soldering iron. So what? So what if he's our family? Beans! Yeah, Ethan, where have you been? Where have you been, Ethan? Again? What gear are you on? That's so funny. What gear am I on? Fourth gear. My chain just snapped. My chain came off the gears. Beans! No, I can't say no, I can't. Because, I can do positive things. I can say, like, yo, sup to that person, or have a good day, but I don't want to be, like, saying that someone's football team is bad or something. Do you believe NASA? No. Although, Tim, slow. Now, you've got the two things. You've got NASA, total conspiracy, never went to the moon, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Freeze that world, okay? Then you got the other one on the side. Tim, am I real? No, I'm an echo of a light system of a holographic reality that's your own thought process in real time through a global network, which is just an echo of that same system. So our technology is an echo of the hyperdimensional. You know what I'm saying, Tina? Till I know you're with me, okay? Which means it's a pointless conversation. The very metaphor of the conversation about the moon and NASA is the conversation about reality. So you can either have the metaphorical conversation about where there lies and truth, or you can talk to me about it. You're still talking to a lie, half truth. I am your moon. I'm your reflective nature. You've never been to me. Our world is riddled with stories that echo the individual's self-realization journey. I think that Trump shouldn't be... You can look at it literally, or you can look inside yourself and become the change. In other words, you are that story echoing back. It's half truth, half lie. And that's another thing as well. Can you handle never being real, but always being real? In other words, you are your imagination for real. Bill Hicks said it best. Life is a dream, death isn't real, and we're the imaginations of ourselves. And here's Tom with the weather. Hello, Governor! Is it Seishan? Substation! Hello. Oh no, Ethan, no. See, those things aren't things. You like, how do I say this? Oxygen. Ethan, have you tried the 7 breath thing? The 7, you breathe for 7 in and you breathe for 7 out. Humans don't breathe properly. We're watching TV and we're going like, we watch our world half breathing. We don't breathe properly. Our brains are literally switched off. Beans, what's tragic? What's happening, Beans? What's tragic? Oh, what did I say? Oh. It's like, Riztar's funny. I wonder what he's doing now, Jordan. I wonder what Riztar's doing right now. Is he on like Triller? Yeah, Erasmus, yes, I am from South Africa, Cape Town. Tim, it's basically people will go to substances because they're actually looking for a bit of enlightenment. So any of the substances out there are a different permutation of greater awareness. Think about it. And I'm talking even the feel-good things. Or they're an escape into greater awareness. And so what I'm saying is a person will go there because their life's a nightmare and they've got trauma, and then they're actually wanting answers. They think they're going to escape with whatever substances. What I'm trying to say to you is if you want answers, which is the actual thing you're looking for, breathe. So if you breathe and you count for 7 in, and you breathe and you count, meaning you're going to be doing proper breaths, like nobody's got the time to do that, right? Do it for 10 breaths. Your reality will pop and you'll go, whoa, and suddenly your IQ will jump by about 50 points, and you'll be like, oh my gosh. The average human is basically sleeping in their life. And everything that they're doing, even when they're successful, is because they're copying patterns that their ancestors copied. And an individual is literally a prisoner of their soul and ancestral karma. In other words, their lack of their gullibility. How much do they believe that the world around them is not a ones and noughts energetic translation of their own thought process? That's your soul's gullibility level. Your ancestors will determine where you reincarnate. Those things mirror each other perfectly. That is your Star of David, above so below. Trap your own jinn, so to speak. Cool. Anyway, I'm going to go now. 2 more minutes and I'm logging off. Rad. Sup, Doom Boy? Hello. Zane. Was it Zane Lamini? No, it's definitely Zane. That's less Joker though, and more. Sup, Jordan? Exactly. Oh, brilliant, Jordan. It's so true. So in other words, wow, what a wonderful world we live in. I was thinking about the word cheeky and then play with that word as much as you can. It's like if someone's cheeky, it means they're not allowing their other self to talk back at them and they're being like abrupt and curt. But then the whole thing of turn the other cheek, you know? Beep, 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 beep. It's fascinating. English language is probably designed to bring, to triangulate truth, basically. So eventually homonyms and suffixes and everything will lend itself to self-realization. So basically the 20th or the 21st of December this year is what we were supposed to experience in 2012. And what it is it's time and space collapsing into the same moment. So the individual will understand that they are literally time and space. I'm probably the last person to get this. No, Tim, how do you know that? Tim? Like, what makes you say that? I laugh so hard. I'm going to laugh so hard if that happens. I can't help it. I know maybe it's not a good thing. They're going to spaz out. They're going to have such a bad... The Trump haters believe he isn't them. They believe he's not him. Jim Carrey knows that he doesn't exist. He knows that everyone is the same being, and he still hates Trump. Jim is an idiot, technically. Because this is what Jim's value is to me. It's like, yeah, I can put his faces and I can do... But his movies were self-realization backwards. I figured this out because of him. Now at the last second, he's going to go, oh, Trump's an idiot. You just said there's no such thing as Jim Carrey. You just said that you don't exist. You said that everyone is a reflection of you. You're everyone and everything but Trump. Please. Please. Yo, Headlock. I think I'm going to do another live in an hour. Yeah, I'm going to do more lives, actually. I've been slacking so badly. Yo, Danny! I'm very bad, Danny. I was supposed to go off, and then I said I'm going to go now. Danny asked me straight, are you a time traveler? How can I answer that? I mean, I have to use space to explain that to you, don't I? So then I'm going to mess with the time. The second I use the space. The space and time are the same thing. We're all time travelers. So are you, Danny. Your soul, in fact, reincarnated when it did It chose the time. You could have come from 150 years in the future, and you were changing the timeline, your own timeline. You're everyone and everything, Danny. You're every person who's incarnated on Earth right now. You were Caesar. You're every person in history right now. You're everyone who ever's going to happen in the future. But now you can change all of that from your viewpoint. What you hold true, I hold true. I think that's what God said, I think. So technically, yes. But I'm not going to tamper with the future. I'm going to live in the perfect moment. I don't care how the moment unfolds. It's perfect. The fabric is perfect. Therefore, the rest is perfect. Therefore, the stories are just perfect echoes of the perfection. All good. Be of good cheer. Ha ha ha. You see, now, I'm literally going to beat up. So you see the irrationality. The people that don't like Trump, when they burst you, gonna hurt you. That's how they feel. You ever watch it like a 4-year-old tear up a picture that it hates? That's how they act. Yeah. Trump. It's funny. It's not funny because those people are actually in such mire. They're in such karmic disarray that they literally can't separate themselves from their observation. In other words, they see the supporter as themselves. I would never support Trump. I'm attacking myself. Literally, mirror neurons. We look into the world, it's mirrored self. Either we condemn or we agree. If we agree, we want more of that quality. We condemn, we don't want that quality. Problem is, if we don't like the quality, it means it's already in us. You spot it, you got it. I don't know who's going to win. It doesn't help. It's mirrored. See, it's mirrored. So if I said Trump's going to win, I know the Democrats are going to react a certain way. If I say Biden's going to win, Trump's going to claim a certain thing. And all the supporters are going to do the same thing, darn it. It doesn't actually matter at this point. It's about this understanding. It's about the mirrored understanding. It's not about the story. I don't care anymore. It's perfect. Mwah. You did a good job, humans. I'm proud of you. You will not be destroyed this time. You used your 2,000 years wisely, and I'm proud of everybody. End scene. There you go. Ta-da! Just for Jordan. Oh, do you mean like side by side? Because I've done duets with Rextar lots. That was so funny, Pizza. Two pretty friends. I ain't never seen two pretty friends. That's brilliant. Because you know, Pizza, I'm just talking now about everything being a mirror and two pretty friends, and then Jesus was with Mary and Martha, and Martha was upset because Mary wasn't helping him or her, and then Jesus like, no, he chose the better portion. In other words, she chose the pretty friend. In other words, life's never going to seem balanced to you. It's always going to seem like there's a lesser or a greater, and then you're going to lean. I don't know if that's what you were trying to say, but it's brilliant how it follows online. I think both the friends are beautiful in their own way. I think they're equally pretty. Sup, hockey player? Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. Hello, SA Traveller. How are you doing? Are you actually traveling? Are you traveling to South Africa, SA Traveller, or are you traveling from South Africa around? Shot, exotic, thank you. Yeah, it is, yeah, naturally anime. And then I didn't realize it until watching more of my TikToks and my live setup back in the day. And then it's like, it's pretty fun to watch because it's like, I'm running on my own battery. Thank you, exotic. So exotic, I want, obviously, Jim Carrey to do Biden impersonations for the next 4 years. But Biden's just going to have a stroke the second he's voted in. And then Kamala Harris is going to be the president. I don't want Kamala Harris to be the president. Because she's a pleaser. And she's not going to do anything. She's going to tread water for 8 years like Obama. Well, 4 years like Obama. He just treaded water. He didn't actually do anything. He was a setup because they did it on purpose. They gave you Bush, you couldn't talk. And then they give you someone who can talk. Oh, we're going to vote for him. He can talk the best. He's not really saying anything, but he's talking real well. I like the way he talks. I like the way he says things. He says things very well. Yes, he tells us how we should see things. Yes. Oh. didn't do anything. Now we need someone who will do stuff. Trump. Does America not see that they're being set up like this? Is America allowed to team up and like say, hey guys, we're being played by the political elite? Are they allowed? Or is that like conspiracy? If you get together and you talk about the fact that they're conspiring against you, are you allowed to? Or is that a conspiracy itself? Like, yeah, you guys conspired to stop our conspiracy. Yeah, it's a traveler. It stays philosophical. I just use comedy as a shield. I use comedy as a shield and a shovel to dig deeper into the truth. Tim, but for reals. But like you just said that, so did he win? Because it's happening now as we speak. I know some states will, because basically Trump will win today, but then the Democrats' votes still have to come in, and that's mostly mail. Well, not mostly. It's got more than the Democrat. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. But then Trump's going to get hold of the courts, and then we know the game, and then the courts are going to say no, you have to read it now, and then one of them is going to claim they're trying to add votes that aren't there. The other is going to claim they're trying to stop the votes that still need to come in. Whoever believes these two lies is going to be so worked up. Two sides are going to be worked up. They're not going to want to believe that humans don't want to be wrong. So they're not going to go, oh, well, maybe it's both. Or maybe, and it is both. But again, all of that is the fourth dimensional reptiles playing a game with themselves. They're basically playing the repeat the tale until you figure it out game. Hence reptile, repeat the tale until you figure it out again. Figure it out again. So yeah. Basically, reality is trolling itself with holographic shadows or echoes of the same thing. George Carlin said it. Oh, pop it on the right or pop it on the left. Yo, so my phone is hectic. Mr. Bradhouse. It's a Samsung Galaxy Prime. There we go. So it's old, and I want to get the A21, 21A. I mean. Yeah, exactly. No, dude, anonymous. That's exactly what happened. That's the story. I was told in high school that I could do a good Jim Carrey impersonation. I mean, I wasn't just told I could do a good. The whole school told me I could do good. They were like, "Hey, do the Jim Carrey for my friend," and I was like, the trick students, and like the head boy would be like, "Yo, dude, Jim Carrey's so funny." So yeah, no, I definitely was told in high school, and I've never outgrown it. That is my story. But you seem to be saying it like it's a bad thing, anonymous. Not that I'm a 41-year-old who's self-realized and enlightened and had an amazing stand-up comedy career because of it, and is basically just enjoying my life more than anyone I know. Like, you're saying it's like it's a bad thing. Anyway. Stop! Not your average user. Stop! Yeah, exotic. I do find that strange as well. I think we're seeing it more of the popular. It's weird. Why is that happening? I mean, it's subtle, I know, but why? Yo, sup? Hello. Soy blue. There's only a flag. It's Finland. Red and white. Finland. It's not Sweden, it's not Norway. I'm gonna go with Finland, but again, it could be Iceland. Iceland, that's my final guess, Iceland. Exotic. See, yes, I'm just gonna say yes. But all the religions, see, it's like saying, are you a model aeroplane? It's like, no. But I understand the people who worship them and why. And I agree that they're not wrong. So I guess yes, but yeah, the answer is yes, I am a Christian. Johnny, what's probably because of genetics? Yeah, but I mean, that makes sense. But I mean, Danny, it wouldn't explain like right across the board. Oh, I suppose as soon as you got one genetic leaning more, having more females, and then yeah. Sup, Bruno? Bom dia. Sup, man? Sup in Brazil. Yo, sup in Czech Republic. Is everything cool in the Czech Republic right now? I heard there was something like hectic stuff going down. Or maybe I was watching a history documentary, I'm not sure. Yeah, sup llama, how you doing, dude? Yo, yo, yo. What's school like at the moment? Oh, SA Traveller, you the blue. Change your name, brilliant. Honestly, do you believe in like the power? Yeah, definitely. No, definitely. It's the thing is, it's the totality of the understanding of the universe is so. The final understanding is so subtle, and it's seamless, and it never ends. And you're always creating. And a lot of times you default create. You go and you repeat what you did yesterday, or you add a defeated truth to an experience, and then that unfolds. And then you think, oh, reality is set in stone, and it's not. The whole thing is a giant echo of itself at different scales. So you get to be inside your own anatomy, roaming around, creating yourself and that anatomy in real time. It's got to balance yourself, that's all. Soy Blue, thank you so much for the panda. Thank you, thank you. See, now, Danny, see, there's your understanding of astrology, okay? How do I say this? I want to explain to you the quickest. It's as simple as this. If the moon can affect the tides, do you think the planet's positions aren't affecting your waters? They're subtle enough that if there were 3 mirrored paths, you wouldn't choose the one, because that's how your waters are feeling. So as subtle as astronomy is, it's a science. Not the only science, but it's a science, and it's a fact, and it is what it is. Do you think the guys have been doing it in all cultures forever for no reason? Next! I'm a genius! What's up, Bruno? Tequila, por favor, tequila. Quattro tequila, por favor, for me and my friend Bruno. Yeah, headlock, so technically nothing is real, correct. Still correct. So what happens is the universe is blinking on and off very quickly, headlock, so fast that you think it's here all the time. And in between the blinks is when you have thought. So have you ever done this, headlock? I don't want... You just talk and you do this. That is how you're creating reality. You're seeing it, you're not seeing it. In other words, you're seeing it, you're reacting, you're seeing it, you're reacting, you're seeing it. Hey guys, I'm a human being roaming the world. I'm actually making myself and the world in real time. So to say it's not real and absolutely real, it's the same place. The word real is built in that world, and unreal, so they rely on that world to make sense. Yeah, so I know reality shifting is. I lost last Wednesday because we shifted to Thursday. Eventually you're going to be happy with it. You're going to get so bored being stuck in your time-space prison that eventually you're going to be able to astral travel, and you're going to be able to shift your entire universe so that I'll have blue shoes this morning, not red shoes. Yeah, they're blue. I changed them. That kind of thing. Eventually you can wake up and live the same day again and again. If you can do anything. You're limitless. And a lot of humans are already doing all those things. They're just not going to encounter each other because you're going to experience your own mirrors, not the others. Weird, Danny. See, I said to live the same day over and over again. I didn't read Groundhog Day until now. Because we are the same being, generating this, projecting at the same time. So if the person's psychic, they're not. They're just reading themselves. Which is funny because then the audience believing that they're psychic is them creating an audience that believes. Oh, it's weird. That's singularity. That's what 2012 is all about. So right now humanity is going through the same evolutionary jump that it did in the 10 years, the 2 years. The same evolutionary jump it did in the 100 years, the same 360 years. It's doing that now. So in December, there's going to be 7 days where humanity's going to go through the same thing it went through, you know. Oh, yeah, no, but I knew you meant that blue. I knew that blue and SA Traveller are the same. Now, when you said the blue. Sup, Kimberly? Yeah, no, Danny. Okay, so the moon's thing is gravity and it's permanent, yes. But you get different types of tides. You get neap tides and other tides because of the sun and the moon align. So when the planets align and when the planets are in positions, they're going to have a subtle effect on the tides. It can affect the tides. People's moods are officially affected by moon. People's moods and characteristics are officially affected by the planets. And the location where you were born creates a centered point. In other words, a 7th chevron. And then the other, after that, your day will have a certain influence on it. Because you technically exist in every moment of your life. You still exist in that time. You exist there. You're still there. You're there. You're still a 5-year-old on that same day. You're a 5-year-old the next day. Your entire life pre-exists. That's why aliens can visit you. They can literally travel to another day and pop up in the spaceship, and you'll be on the playing ground. And you look, oh, it's the aliens. Okay, cool, whatever. And oh, they popped up here and then. Why those 2 dates? Oh, those are the dates of the understanding. Ah, okay. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the stuff, and then you look at the Mayan. You get the Mayan astrology, which is if the astrology that you know is a 4th dimensional resonator, you get it's a 4th dimensional locating resonator. The Mayans resonate the whole universe on that day. There's 260 tonal days where the universe is resonating a certain way, all below your awareness. That's why the sages and the people who took funny plants went and recorded all this stuff for us. But also remember, we've just come out of a cosmic sleep. Humanity's just come out of a sleep. It's waking up again. So this isn't new or fancy. It's knowledge we've had. We just waking up again. We're coming out of our cosmic winter. No, absolutely, everything is real. Nothing is. Don't limit God. So yeah, Greek goddesses are absolutely. In other words, if you took 4 units of energy from the 4th dimension, 5 from the 9th dimension, you then made it feed back on itself. You then took 8 4-dimensional loops and then told them to sit still. Then you told the 11th dimension to oscillate around those until they understood their 12th dimension, and that's a Greek goddess. Because they would have translated it in their terms. You know, and some other person will go, oh, M theory, yeah, the way the 6 main branches of quantum mechanics connects. Same thing. Our ancestors recorded in mythology and in the pyramids, they recorded what we were supposed to remember one day. Yes, people are immortal. People can be immortal, definitely. Yes. So we're immortal anyway, but I mean, our consciousness is immortal. The actual physical, this guy, Garth, yes, he's going to be immortal. I'm 42 this month. Not aging normal. You'll see later. I'll speak to you guys when I'm 60. Now I can start to brag, and say, okay, anti-aging. But when I'm 60 and I'm still doing this, then I'll be like, hey guys, this is how although everyone's going to figure out what I figured out. So there is not everyone. My planet now, I'm renaming it Gartha. There we go. Earth's now called Gartha. It's a subterranean. It's inside out. And you must actually go and Google the word Agartha. There's an actual. That is. As far as I'm concerned, creation is a deity promising my return. And the return of my consciousness, my full awareness. Definitely, Annie. That's fact. Other universes, parallel universes, multiverses, yes. Yeah, we do choose to die. Well, we do because we're not learning anymore. If you keep learning, you don't age. If you don't learn anymore, you age, because who would want to be stuck in the same moment forever? With nothing new, no new experiences, and just, So aging is a mercy. Aging is a mercy killing by God. Saying, listen, you're not going to learn anymore, mercy killing time. Start to age. If you go through every 7 years you're supposed to learn a new thing, a new major concept. If you keep learning, you're not going to age. You can go to 900 years and build an ark one day. It's more like think of a trace program where a pinpoint of the moment you were born, it'll affect your personality, but then it'll still resonate with you. It'll still have how do I say this? It'll still it'll still have effect on you. The planets will still move around and be in certain places, and you will have a certain association with the planets because of where you were. In other words, when I was here, Venus, that you can, if you go to deep meditation, you can tell where the planets are. Like in meditation, I can tell you that Venus is that direction, Jupiter's over there. I can actually feel where the planets are, which means if I can feel where they are, they're affecting me. If I can sense them, they're sensing me, and they're affecting me. Therefore, when I'm born, whether I know it or not as a baby, I'm going to go, Jupiter, I like Jupiter, it's big and close. I like Jupiter, it's far away, and another thing. I don't like, it's behind the sun over there. So you're going to be born in certain houses, and the houses, the 12 houses that you're born into, fractal down. So your sun sign is only half of your character, then your moon sign is 25%, then 12.5%, and it fractals down. So it's character influences, and it influences major themes in your life. You can imagine it does. Especially if everyone else is being influenced by the same variation, same system, all systems will compile. No, definitely, Danny, about the universe thing. But then also remember that uh, atoms look like solar systems. So we're probably inside a giant being. We're probably the cell of a giant being, or we're actually going to be the like subatomic quantum particles of that giant being's cells. Yeah, that you would sense, you do sense where the sun is and where the moon is when you're born. In meditation, you can make your physical body more subtle. So when you astral travel and you're super smart when you astral travel and you can do anything, your physical body has ancestral karma, which means it's like thinking and perceiving is like having weights on in your body. So you can leave it in astral body and then you can go and be super smart and figure things out. But in meditation, you can enhance this physical thing so that it can handle more perception. So that you don't go crazy reading everyone's thoughts, because it's not their thoughts, it's your thoughts echoing back in translated. So people who got psychotic or whatever are bouncing off of themselves too quickly. See, that's the thing. So the world, if you stayed the same, would you do it or would you do it with a bunch of people? It all depends. If you're doing it with a bunch of people, then that place would eventually have technology and buildings and everything that would mirror them. We'd basically end up having organic living spaces that would mirror our psyches. That's what aliens are. I mean, you can imagine the very idea of us evolving a million years is dumb because we're all is known at that point. But if an individual did it, they would hijack the planet. In other words, if you want to make a nice alien conspiracy theory, say that somebody figured it out. Somebody figured out how to be immortal, and they're able to manipulate everyone's minds and keep everyone believing in something. If you believe in something, you oppose other things. You don't see everything as the same thing said over and over again. I'm going to do that if you guys don't wake up, but I'm just kidding. I'm going to pretend I'm going to do that, but I won't. I would never enslave myself. That's childish. Yo, sup, Skywalker? I've been waiting for you. I haven't seen you in ever and ever. How have you been? Sup, Skywalker? Yo, Walter, boom dia. If that were true, then anyone could live forever. No, Danny. Not anyone, because humans are stupid, lazy, insecure, fearful creatures, and they copy each other, Danny. So no. You understand what I'm saying to you? Oh, I agree with my friend because I want to be... You want to be immortal. You're going to go on your own journey. You're not going to. No one's going to hold your hand. No one's going to agree with you. Half the things you think and say are going to get contradicted just because you need to believe in them before anyone else agrees with you. No, no. No, trust me. It'll take a very special person to do it, and the average person would realize that they're going to stifle creation. They probably come up with a way to get crucified if they're really smart. Yeah, the blur, absolutely. I have heard of that person. As in, that's a user's name. Basically, what I just said at that cost. But there is a way around that. What I just said. As in, I'll make sure that I'm the only person left. I already am the only person left. Because technically, outside of space and time, everybody's dead already. So I'm actually not even interacting with people. I'm interacting with their memories. And I know that consciously. I even know that I'm interacting with my own memories consciously. That I died, finished, life over, and I'm back inside at this point in time. Ooh, cool, what's happening? Oh, humanity became extinct. Why? Oh, they didn't know that they were the same being looking at itself, and they ended up fighting themselves to the death. Oh, cool, I can stop that. How? I'll make a joke every time they do it. You ever think about life that way? That you're already dead? That you're lucky to be here? You might as well be astral traveling this moment. If I talk too fast, slow it down, make it clearer. No, well, Danny, you don't have to feel it for it to affect you. In fact, that which you don't feel, that which is unconscious, affects you more than that which you're conscious of. So the fact that you don't have a holistic outlook on reality, meaning anything that's brought to your doorstep, was created by your lack of understanding of self. The religions exist because you don't understand yourself. And they need to be all reconciled, need to be understood as one religion. You need to see through the parallels. You need to see that you are the next person. If you haven't got that capacity to do that, you don't get to break free of your time-space prison. You will always be dividing yourself between your other selves, negotiating, complying, basically, with false truth. Definitely. You know, you could definitely be in... This whole thing could be me, you know, in closed space, like in a VR system, and that there were never humans plugged in the first place. And I've just figured out the code, the base code. Tim, I think the planets was got to do with how the planets resonate, and they actually affect us and stuff, and build our characters. And plus, if you do more reading on them, the planets aren't just simple little bodies of energy. They've got way more stuff going on. Jupiter's Jupiter for a reason. You know, they're not going to worship 2,000 years ago. They're not going to worship Jupiter for no reason. They probably didn't have toxins in their food, and they could probably smell what the plants were about and could feel what the planets were telling them. They probably had a personality relative to themselves, because they would have been talking at themselves, echoing back off of Jupiter. And Jupiter's got quite an aggressive concept. But when I talk to Mars wants us to fight everybody, but Venus wants us to, like, you know, get farming. What a weird place we live in. I wonder what the moon has to say. Hey, moon, you know, people would have had conversations with themselves, whether they knew it and then forgot it, or never knew it and needed to remember it. It's the same thing. I never watch Neil deGrasse Tyson, dude. Every time I see him, I scroll past. If there is psyops, false lies, and he's the head of the council, he starts talking, I don't want to listen, because I just feel like he's being programmed with his more separation truth. Well, Tim, it depends what living forever thing is. If you're living forever in human culture, yeah, it's terrible. But if you're going to live forever and you can actually get to expand your perception of what the universe is and get introduced to other beings like yourself, and you don't have any conflict, and you can go and create in entire realms, you can watch entire civilizations get created. Living forever is a lot of fun. In fact, the very concept of dying will be the same as blinking, the same as going to sleep. It'll become like an unnecessary thing. Like, I know I blink, but do I need to? I know I go to sleep, but if I didn't need to sleep, it wouldn't be that bad, especially if I had lots of cool things happening all the time. It's an option. There's entire civilizations that don't sleep, don't blink, don't die. Sup, Caitlin? Yeah, but I know. So I know. But the thing is, it would still affect you. Just because you're not sensitive to what these planets are doing doesn't mean they don't do it to you. Is what I'm saying. Yeah, no, obviously they're aliens, definitely. What's his name? AI. Remember in AI, the humans were gone, and then the aliens came and dug them up, basically, and then created the kid to try and tell them what they were. Steven Spielberg just told us what it was. He's like, humans were created to tell creation what it is. Oh. So in other words, the aliens forgot who they were, and they created us out of their root genetics, so we could wake up and tell them what they are. Their origin story, basically. Cool, I gotta go now. Besides the fact that I've been on this live way too long. Yeah, I'm married, Scorpion. I'm sorry, I'm gonna skip everyone's messages now. I've skipped everyone. Kieran, I'm gonna be back in half an hour. I need to go. I think there's someone at the gate as well. I think. I'm gonna answer the door. But also been on way too long. Okay, guys, bye. Sorry to just leave so abruptly.